An exhibition at the Imperial War Museum in London found ways to enhance the visitor experience using digital technology.
The project idea was really about how we could involve our audiences in digital engagement with the museum. We wanted to make our objects social and to give opportunities for people to comment and collect and share and just talk about our objects, both in the exhibition, in a mobile device and on our website.
To do this, the museum sought ways to engage visitors interactively.
When they come to a family in wartime, they have an opportunity to contribute their comments on kiosks which are located throughout the exhibition. They also can read other people's comments and they can also read about the object itself.
Alongside the interactive kiosks, the exhibition implemented some novel mobile technology.
You come in with your mobile phone and you're very excited and you're very engaged with the exhibition. You want to find out a bit more. They have free Wi-Fi, and then dotted around the exhibition are QR codes, which is like a barcode but square. So throughout the exhibition there are QR codes which then a visitor can come in and scan. That will then take them to the mobile app, which will display more information about the object, but then we also ask a question related to that object that visitors can then respond to, and then from their mobile phone they can then tweet or Facebook or email and share it to their wider network.
For those comfortable with the technology, the interactive elements are second nature.
Instead of typing it in, you'll scan it and it'll automatically take to the website. For example, we did one around the corner where it took us to a document about a sort of dress a woman made within World War II, and it had some information about that.
And the ability to add comments to an exhibit proved very popular.
We've had a range of comments, some very personal, some very emotive comments. On occasions we've had people who have engaged with other people's comments, so it has been a very wide range, but what we have seen is that the kiosks have been extremely popular. We've had thousands and thousands of interactions.
I found some of them quite interesting to know the opinions of people have on the exhibition.
Some of them are opinions, they're quite valid, like telling what they think of the museum, what they think of the information they've learned.
We also were very interested in the bigger question of post-moderation, the concern about what people might comment and whether it would be inappropriate.
We wanted to trust our visitors because there's this fear that if you allow visitors to write whatever they want, they will, and they will say horrible, horrible things.
One of the big R&D parts of this project was to test that theory that we could post-moderate, that we could trust our audiences, and that they would respond. To date, we've had very, very few single figures of comments that we've actually had to remove.
Museums are always looking for new ways of getting more information out there. And there's only a certain amount of text that you can read, whereas with your mobile phone you can choose how much you want to read or how much you want to engage. But it's not just about the museum broadcasting out, it's about having a discussion. And that's what we were trying to do with the mobile aspect, is to get people to think it's more about a conversation rather than just the museum telling you facts.
That conversation has expanded beyond the walls of the museum.
On the website you can log in, again via Twitter, Facebook or IWM login, and comment on 750,000 objects within the Imperial War Museum's collections. That is huge. Any object you can then add your own interpretation to, your own memories, your own experience, your own discussion points about those objects. Then you can also collect them so they can create their own collections and then share those collections with their friends.
So with visitors becoming curators, is this the future for museums?
We are taking this project forward. We're in the process at the moment of moving it from R&D into a more embedded place in the museum as part of a major project that we're developing for the First World War. What's fantastic is that everything that we've learned from this project is now informing what we do as we embed it as part of the museum.
The majority of people now have a mobile phone or a smartphone or capable of using the internet and enjoy doing it. And museums have to keep up with that. Most people now are prepared to have a conversation. They want to give their own opinion. They want to have a discussion. Part of this project was to see whether you can have an open discussion in the gallery, online and on your mobile phone.
What I've seen is children walking around with clipboards and children who are huddled around the kiosks wanting to interact with them, and seeing that level of engagement says to me that, you know, this is the future and that this is what the museum should be investing in.